It's my grandma Gilbert. She was an amazing lady. My name is Sarah Gilbert, and I'm from Rochester, New York, originally. The current body of work that I'm working on right now is focusing on my two homes. One being Rochester, New York. I still consider that a home of mine, and my home of Tacoma, Washington. Through day-to-day life, I see a lot of similarities between the two cities, and I feel a certain comfort in both places. So I'm trying to make a body of work that kind of visually shows how I see them as similar places. I really want the viewer to be a little confused as to which thing, place, person comes from which city. And so finding ways of getting imagery on glass or representing that illusion of motion or things like that, telling a story using narrative. My grandfather owned a sailboat company. He sold sailboats, and it was called Boats for Sale, but he spelled sail S-A-I-L. So they start out as a fused layer of 3 sheets, and then I'm cutting through each layer. So this all was white, and it's brown on the back, and there's a transparent layer in the middle. It's a little bit more like a standard cameo technique. Normally, I work in the shop as the lead technician, but this week I get to be the visiting artist and use this studio that I usually I'm here to maintain to really just focus on making my work. Thank you, Gabe. Growing up as a kid, I was really convinced that I was going to go into animation. And I always loved to draw, and I was like fascinated by the illusion of motion that animation is. So I was pretty stuck on that path. I went to college out of high school for animation, and I spent 2 years at the Columbus College of Art and Design, and they had a small glass studio there. And I just kind of found myself in the glass studio or thinking about glass a little bit too much. So I decided I needed to transfer. It was now or never. Ever since I got into glass blowing, I've really been struggling to kind of find a way to get animation or certain characteristics of animation back into my work. I kind of finally feel like I have found a way that really captures that look that I'm going for, or gives me the ability to show my work or tell that story in the way that I want to.